I suppose it's one of the marquee series for two reasons. I suppose Australia are one of the best teams in the world, and they've been that way a long time. And I suppose secondly, the fact that any game between New Zealand and Australia brings out a huge rivalry between the two countries, and I know it's a game that I suppose New Zealand public wants us to win the most. Well, obviously a very good team, and they've been a very good team for a long time. They've got some of the best players in the world, and they've got some of the best records in the world. So whenever you come up against a team like that, you realise you've got a challenge. I think their team is pretty well balanced, and I think the real key for us throughout the series is actually worrying about ourselves. I understand they've got a really good team in all three forms of the game, but if we don't turn up and play near our best, then we won't have a chance against these guys. Probably the ODIs will give us a good bearing of where we are, but the 2020s, I suppose because they're so short that anyone can turn up and win on their day. So whatever happens in this series is obviously going to bode well for the team that wins, but I still think any team on their day can win the 2020 World Cup. Test match in Brisbane, and I think being so young and still understanding the rivalry, it still has pretty special memories, and I think for me personally, trying to do well against Australia is probably one of the biggest challenges in cricket. I suppose Shane Bond's put together some pretty useful performances in one-day cricket, and probably as a team, the Chapel Hadley series of a few years back, where we managed to win 3-0, and I think that was the most excited I'd seen a New Zealand public about cricket. So we know how important it is to win these games against Australia, and if we can match what we did in that Chapel Hadley, then that'll be pretty special.
Hello, Australian cricket team. It's important to keep hydrated, so if you get thirsty during a game, we suggest you suck a Kumara, the world's richest source of hydrating fluids. BLACKCAPS versus Australia. Get your tickets from Ticketek.